The immigration firestorm, inside Labour's latest political meltdown. Yo, K-Star, picture this. You just ordered your morning tea and boom, half your party want to throw you under the Westminster bus. Why? Because, apparently, making deals with the French is now more controversial than pineapple on pizza. Welcome back to UK Plug, where British politics is messier than a Greggs at lunchtime. Something is brewing in Labour HQ, and it's definitely not unity. As Keir Starmer plots his boldest immigration move yet, his own MPs are sharpening their political knives faster than you can say rebellion. Today, we're diving into the drama about to explode when Emmanuel Macron rocks up to Downing Street. Trust me, this isn't your average diplomatic dinner party. Let's start with a headline act. Starmer wants to do a swap deal with France. Imagine trading football stickers. Except instead of Messi, we're talking about asylum seekers. The plan? Send those arriving by small boats back to France within weeks, and in return, take an agreed number directly from French refugee camps. On paper, it sounds logical, meal prepping, but for immigration. In reality, it's about as popular with Labour's backbenchers as a vegetarian option at a Texas barbecue. With Macron's visit looming, the champagne's not even chilled before Labour MPs are already rehearsing their rebellion speeches. Leading the charge is Clive Lewis, Norwich South MP and perennial government thorn. Lewis isn't holding back. He argues a plan misses a point entirely, like fixing a leaky roof by rearranging the furniture. His solution? Create safe routes instead of playing human ping-pong across the channel. But Lewis isn't the only one having a meltdown. Enter anonymous Labour MP number 1. Human traffickers are the scum of the earth, and the idea was to get them, but we don't seem to be doing too well on that front. That's a political equivalent of your mum saying she's not angry, just disappointed. Then there's anonymous MP number 2, comparing the deal to recent welfare debates, declaring it just doesn't feel like a Labour thing to do. In Westminster speak, that's calling your own leader politically tone-deaf. Here's where things get juicy. This Get Tough on immigration strategy is reportedly being pushed by Downing Street Chief of Staff Morgan McSweeney. Our sources say it's causing a proper split in the party. The Red Wall MPs think tough talk will help win the next election. Meanwhile, the traditional social justice wing is fuming. This isn't what we signed up for when we joined the Party of Workers' Rights to help people. And the numbers? They're not on Labour's side. Since taking power, over 44,000 migrants have crossed the channel, a 40% rise over Rishi Sunak's final year. To put it in perspective, that's like the entire population of Salisbury deciding to risk a very wet, very dangerous boat trip. With over 20,600 crossings logged already this year, the political waves are only rising. Sure, the Tories left behind a mess. But when you're now in the driver's seat, blaming the last driver isn't a good look. This data makes Starmer's team nervous and hands ammunition to critics who say Labour isn't handling the crisis. It's like failing your driving test, then blaming the previous student who used the car. While Starmer fights an immigration headache, Home Secretary Yvette Cooper has been busy with her own controversial move, officially banning Palestine Action as a terrorist group. The High Court refused to block the ban, despite fierce opposition from the group's co-founder Huda Murray. Justice Chamberlain summed it up. Parliament voted for this, the Secretary of State wants it, and it's not my job to question whether it's wise. This comes after Palestine Action allegedly caused £7 million worth of damage to RAF planes at Brize Norton. That's we could have bought a small hospital money. But here's the twist. The assessment to ban the group started back in March, before the latest incident. Either the government has crystal ball skills, or they've been watching the group for a while. Outside the courts, activist Yang Khan called it Fascism Day and drew heavy historical comparisons. Agree or not, the timing is politically convenient for Labour. Tough on terrorism, tough on the causes of terrorism, and all that jazz. As if things weren't complicated enough, the Gaza crisis continues to escalate. At least 20 Palestinians were killed in recent airstrikes, and reports say Trump has given Hamas 24 hours to respond to his ceasefire proposal, because nothing says diplomatic breakthrough like a presidential ultimatum with a countdown timer. Meanwhile, Israeli operations continue, with no immediate comment on the latest strikes. This ongoing crisis forms a dramatic backdrop to the Palestine Action ban and the overall political climate. Labour is calculating every move with one eye on public opinion, and the other on international relations. Nothing says complex foreign policy like trying to balance human rights, national security, and electoral politics all at once. So, there you have it. Starmer is playing political jungle with immigration, while his own MPs are pulling out the supporting blocks. Between rebellious MPs, rising channel crossings, and international crises, it's shaping up to be a hell of a week in Westminster. The real question, will this immigration deal be Starmer's masterstroke or his political suicide note? And more importantly, can Labour hold together long enough to find out? What's your take on this wild situation? Team tough on immigration, or team safe routes first? Drop your thought below. And don't forget, British politics never stops being absolutely mental, and neither do we at UK Plug.